It's been a while since I opened the mail. Well, I opened the bills and stuff, but the comic books have been piling up. Let's take a look at what I got. Not sure I remember everything that's in here. As usual, we're going to go through it up next on this video from Bronzeville Comics. Hey there, panelologists. This is Jim from Bronzeville Comics coming to you with another video. And before we get started, please like, comment, subscribe. Follow us on Instagram at Bronzeville_comics, on Whatnot at Bronzeville_comics. And also, there's a link in the description to Whatnot. You can get $10 off your first purchase. You know the by now. And there's also a link to my eBay store as well as my email. So, I let the packages pile up. Haven't really had the opportunity to go through them. There are a couple of, I think, bigger books in here. And I don't remember everything that's in here, especially the Whatnot stuff. That kind of slips my mind pretty quickly. Now, when you buy something, and I had done a video where, and I believe that book is in here, where I bought a book on eBay, which I thought was a good deal. But you don't know until you get it in hand and see the condition. Because there's a difference between, let's say, a book that's in very fine condition, the pictures look pretty good, but there was a hidden flaw, that will knock the grade down, or potentially you open it up and it's a gorgeous high-grade candidate. So it also depends on how it is shipped. And I'm a little leery of that with the first package up. I'm going to kind of fast forward through some of the unpackaging because I don't want you to hear me pulling tape like I did in my CBCS unboxing. But we're going to open this one up. This is, I believe it's an eBay sale. It says, don't bend. It wasn't bent, but it could have been. It's only, it appears there's some cardboard in here. Let's open it up. So I get this for a good deal. It's in a Ziploc. It's Superman 199, the first Superman Flash race. I'm pretty sure I spent under $100 for this. And this is one of those, could be a really good deal. It doesn't even have a backer board. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness gracious. Sometimes you'll see this book. Okay. It's solid mid-grade. Glossy. Couple of dings here and there, but nothing major. I believe like a 6.5 of this is $350. So if all the pages are here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Centerfold is very solid. I keep getting this book for great deals. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Color is good. Let's just check because it's a black cover. I want to check for... No, there's no seep through of potential restoration. I think this is a very nice copy. I'm going to clean and press it. I don't know if I'll get better than a 6.5. I have a 6.5 already, but I think with a submission, I will do well in increasing the value of that book. But again, the shipping of that, it wasn't even a backer board. Oh my goodness. Okay, so that was an eBay purchase. Up next, this, I believe, is a Whatnot purchase. It's kind of a flimsy cardboard, maybe a bootleg mailer, do-it-yourself mailer inside here. I'm going to open it up. Some folks like to take advantage of these free boxes from the post office and cut them up and use them to mail stuff. Man, please, if you're going to ship comic books, use a Gemini. And if you buy any comic books, you should have Geminis. I do try to reuse them if they're still in good shape. If it's higher value stuff, obviously, you know, $20. I'm going to use a new one, usually. Okay. This was interesting. This was something I thought would have had more value than it does, but I think it's a cool little book anyway. I would have thought it would have had more value, to be honest with you. It is G.I. Joe 3D from Blackthorn Publishing. Evidently, there was a little bit of a loophole in the rights for this. This was 1987, so Marvel was publishing the comic book, but the 3D comics were a separate thing. I don't believe there are glasses with this. So this is just a little bit of a curio. I spent $5 on it. I just saw it, and it was funny. Bronze and Modern Gods was talking about the 3D comics. Yeah, there are no glasses with this. There was a Transformers, and so yeah, you need the 3D to read it. It's 3D black and white. Pretty nice copy. And it's very much kind of newsprint, not terribly glossy cover stock. So again, I don't think this is worth much. I'm going to take a look. Like, if this, I mean, it is really in solid condition. Let's take a look at that. I'm just going to take a quick look to see if I can see if it has any value. G.I. Joe 3D. If I can even find it. What is the actual G.I. Joe in 3D? I am not. Oh, there's an annual, which is not what that is. Yeah, Blackthorn did a number of these. They had a Gumby, they had a Bozo, Underdog, Cull, the Noid. Wow. Abbreviate G.I. Joe. G period, I period Joe. Again, it doesn't go for much. I'm not seeing it. Let's see if I can find it on cover price. G.I. Joe in 3D. Yeah, maybe it just never sells. It's certainly graded. Yeah, I don't see. Anyway, so I just kind of was an impulse buy because I thought it was G.I. Joe and it was kind of unique. So yeah, this next package is from Erod. It's funny. I came across one of the packages I opened last time. Oh, no, actually, it might be here. Is from someone with the exact same name as Erod, but they're an eBay seller living in Massachusetts. So, that was kind of funny. I think that might have been where I got the one of the big books in this. I'm actually really happy with that Superman 199. That is a nice book. That's going to be, for what I paid for it, it's pretty good. It, you know, for people who aren't real comic people, that's not a book that necessarily pops, and it has a nice amount of value, even mid-grade. So from Erod, I got this book. It's Action Comics Weekly. No, I'm sorry, just Action Comics. $5.95. The first appearance of Silver Banshee. I have, I think, at this point in time, far too many copies of this book. I like the bubble mailer that he uses, like a pouch for comics. Ask him about that. know, Very Gary uses it too. I got to see where they get that from. So, yeah, we'll see if this is... This looks pretty good. Yeah. See if that's a candidate. So that's a nice book. Again, the first appearance of the Silver Banshee. I'm pretty sure this is a book in excess of $100 in a 9.8. There was a Heritage auction sale in November for $385 for this in a 9.8. Did it have anything special to go with it? No, it didn't look like it wasn't a newsstand or anything. Wow. And the previous sales before that, $124.91, $153. So it's maybe it is a good book to have in a 9.8. Up next, this is an eBay purchase, I believe. I can usually tell because Whatnot, the way they print the label, it has your screen name on the bottom of the printing label. This does not. So I'm going to open this up. Okay. Oh, this is, and I've talked about this seller on some of the eBay top 10 videos that I do. And it's Blizzard Comic Auctions. Thank you for their purchase. They have big books, and you know, here, cover Captain America, AF 15 and 2.5, a Hulk in a 6.0, a signed ASM 4, a Showcase 4. So some of these have actually been on my eBay top 10 list, and they usually end their auctions on Sunday nights. So I saw an auction was ending for a book that I needed from my Golden Age collection. I'm trying to collect all the books that came out, were cover dated, or most recently cover dated, May 1946. So sometimes it'll say April, May, spring qualifies. Although sometimes you get books that came out just twice a year. I want to be careful with this knife. I know people love the video content of me opening a package. That is so exciting. Let me get on this side. Is it close? I got more room here, I think. Yep, I got plenty of room here. And then I'll open it up like a card. There we go. Open it up on 3 sides. Almost. There we go. It's taped to the side. I thought the book, it was, I think, lower grade. At least it was advertised as such. But they have some crazy stuff. So yeah, again, some of those big eBay auctions, they're worth checking out just to see what they have. Right? They're probably one of the, I guess, consistently bigger eBay, because when I do my top 10 videos, they come up fairly often with auctions, not buy it nows. Good, very good. I'll take that. It could. I got to see if it will make sense to work on this at some point. I'm not going to submit it for grading. So this is Smash Comics number 64. It is cover dated April of 1946, but it came out bi-monthly, so this is the April-May issue. I'm not sure what it says on the indicia. I will go through and count the pages. It does have a bad spine roll, and I'm hoping that the staples are solid enough that maybe that could be repaired with a press. Could be cleaned. Interesting. This character looks a lot like the Spirit, but it's the character Midnight. I think when Will Eisner published Spirit stories in Police Comics for quality. And then I think when he was no longer working for quality and he had kept the rights to the Spirit, they came up with Midnight, who's looks a lot like him. So that is a cool book. I'm going to look forward to reading that. What's next? This looks like another eBay win. It's a mailer with brown paper wrap around it, so that is pretty good. No, I'm sorry, it is a Whatnot packing slip. This is a Whatnot win. So let's open it up. And inside, another free shipping material, priority envelope. So the comic's well protected. And inside that, a manila envelope. The comics between two backer boards. All right. Why did I buy this? I just actually, not a 9/8 candidate. But I'm going to hold on to this. That's weird. What's that in there? This is Star Slayer #2, the first appearance of the Rocketeer. I believe they're making a new movie, so that'll just kind of go in a spec pile. I do have other copies of this. I have a graded copy. I don't think I have a 9/8 yet. That is not a 9/8, but a pretty cool book. I don't know what the invoice is in there. I got to figure out what I spent on it. Up next, another Whatnot win from Robot Monster Island, who is a big seller. They have some really cool books on Whatnot. I think they're based out of, I can tell you, they're based out of California. So they usually run a little bit later in the evenings. So they have regular Gemini. So let's open this up. So from Robot Monster Island, I got this book. It is Punisher #1, the first issue of his ongoing series. This classic Mike Zeck cover. There are definitely going to be civilian casualties. They're going to be... Was he outside a hotel? He's just going to fire a bazooka into a hotel room. That's like a Claes Janssen cover. So this Robot Monster Island doesn't submit books. This does look like it does have some imperfections, but they may be pressable. I'm going to have to take a closer look and see if it's worth getting graded. I already have this in a 9.8, and whether this is something to submit or not, I'm going to hold on to it till we see some Punisher, we see some John Bernthal come into the MCU. And we got another package. How many more packages I got? 1, 2, 3, 4 more. This is from the same seller that I have the Star Slayer from, because it's packaged the exact same way. So I guess I was on a show of his a couple of nights later. Let's open this up. There might be multiple books in here. Let's see, because it's a little thicker. Four books? Ooh. Yeah, I remember this show now. Ooh, that was pretty good. So, I'm going to go with the first book I bought. And not a 9/8 contender, but A Shade the Changing Man #1. I popped into the show, and this was like this... There was a book already up for auction, then there was the very next book. I'm like, I got it for like $3, $5. But this next one was the one to get. I'm going to take it out because I want to take a closer look at it. And this is not... It's got some wear on the edges. The question is this worth grading or not? I love this book. Bollywood goodness. All-Star Comics #58. The first appearance of Power Girl. Awesome book. Yeah, it does have some wear, some, small tears on the edges. So it's borderline to submit. I'm going to take a real close look at this and pay close attention to the grading. I think I paid $66 for this, which I thought was a nice deal. Happy with that. And then, since I'd already jumped in, this has a stain on it. I may keep this in the PC, at least as a placeholder for now. I don't think I have the Swamp Thing 14. This is post Bernie Wrightson, but it's a short enough run to complete. And then this is a little bit lower grade, but it was cheap, and it's a popular title. This is a book from 1973, The Witching Hour. These Witching Hour books are pretty popular. They did very well when I did my Bronze Age horror sale on Halloween of last year. So I'll probably put this in for the next one. And then, okay, so that was cool. I mean, that's some good books that I had forgotten about. Superman Flash Race and First Power Girl. This is the book from, I guess, Erod's Doppelganger. So I'm going to open this up. I think this is a big book. I think. Okay, here we go. I think this is the book I bought on one of my videos of eBay shopping recently. I think. So it's a little bit of a gamble, depending on a condition. I think I got a good deal. If the condition is nice, I might have gotten a really good deal. Either that or it's a completely different book and it's nothing special. But I think is what I think it is. It is. Okay. Batman 423. Now, it looked reasonably sharp. I think my thought process was this could be a book in the 9s. At that point, it may be worth getting graded. This is, I think this is the 3rd print. I'll check. Hold on. Okay. Definitely needs a clean on the back cover. There is a little micro tear down at the bottom. I don't think that's from production. All in all, though, definitely pressable defects. All the defects on here are pressable. There's some little... The light catches it. Where is it? Yeah, right there at the bottom of his cape, some little dings. But this could press out. Definitely needs work. It's the 3rd print. The difference in the prints are in the UPC box. But nice gloss. Doesn't need... Yeah, definitely needs a press. So, I got this for under $100. So this is going to be a continuing story. I'm going to prioritize this in the... my cleaning and pressing, just because I had bought it on, on a video, and I kind of want to tell the full story of that. So the 3rd print, 2nd and 3rd print look the same with that box, but it's not going to be a 9.8. But yeah, I think I could get if I could get a 9.4 out of that, then that's like a double up, because I bought it all in and I was searching for deals, and this was somebody that wasn't really a comic book. All in, I paid $72 for it. I made an offer of $60. That's what it was. Shipping and taxes brought it to $72.07. Is that book worth $72? Absolutely. So it's going to be, when you send it in for grading, it's going to be $100. There's going to be some potential profit there. Just a question of how much. And I was kind of rolling the dice, figuring I was going to not lose money on this. And I think that one little tiny defect, because the corners are pretty sharp. I don't think any of the spine ticks break color. So this is going to be a fun little cleaning and pressing project. And we'll see what we can get out of it. You know, a 9.4 would be very nice. Let's move on. I got 2 more packages. This is a Whatnot purchase. So I'm going to open it up. What did I buy? Not even sure. Looks like a Silver Age book. Okay. It's got in bubble wrap. Oh, I thought this was a really good... It is lower grade. Ooh, it's got some... Yeah, this is lower grade, but I spent like almost nothing on this. This was... I mean, it's the only book I bought from Whatnot, and that's the danger when you purchase something from Whatnot, and if it's the only book you purchase, you're paying for the shipping. So, vintage $3 starts. I paid $8 for this. And what is it, you may be asking? It misses by 1, but it's House of Secrets, number 91. It is lower grade, but it is a great Neil Adams cover. But you can see there's some big time foxing on the spine. I'm afraid to, but I want to take a look at the back cover, because gosh knows what that's going to look like. But I for $3, I couldn't pass it up. Yeah, it looks like it's all foxing. But nice Neil Adams cover. You know, it would have been better if it were the next issue, House of Secrets 92, but that is going to go in my Bronze Age horror pile. Let's see what that's worth. Approximately in low grade, raw low grade. It's worth about $10-15. So not a home run on that one, but it's a cool book. It's a cool book. This is the last package. It's a USPS package. The ground. This is, I guess, an eBay win. So let's open this up. You're probably not a comic book seller if you're putting it in a supermarket plastic bag. But they packaged it very well in a comic book mailer and with bubble wrap, so I cannot complain, and I have no idea what this is. There we go. But that's a grocery bag. So this is oh, yes. Was this an auction win? I think this was. Did I win this at auction? Let me investigate. I got a good price on it. They had a few books up for auction. So this is PC all day. Yes, I won this after 25 bids. And it's got a little bit of wear to it, but staples are really nice. Anyway, without further ado, what do I have? Batman 116. The Winged Bat People. This does have some edge wear. But actually, this is a book that, I mean, I'm looking at the front cover. No big creases, no big stains. You know, some wear at the bottom, especially at that bottom right corner. I think that might be a chip out. But staples, both very, very solid. A little bit of wear around the bottom staple, but the staple looks really solid. And this is kind of the grade of book I'm looking for these early Silver Age Batman comics. This, I think, is from probably early 1958. Right? It's June. I'm going to say it's from 58. Yeah. It does have a little bit of wear in the back, but I mean, you can get a 10-cent 1950s Batman book for under $100. That's in decent condition. Yeah, there is a chip at the bottom there. So I just want to count the pages. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Solid centerfold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Very nice. Yeah. So a good solid mid-grader on this. I would think the little chip down there, I think this is probably a 4, maybe a 4.5, but it does present very nicely. I think if it wasn't for that chip, you're talking about, because the spine's pretty good, you're talking about probably a 5.55. So that is a PC book, definitely. And so did I get some good books in here? Absolutely. The two books that are definitely for the PC and checking off part of those things that I'm working on are the Smash Comics and this. And then the Superman 199, that's a potential upgrade. I already have it in a 6.5. And then this is a clean and press candidate. This is I have to look closely, potential clean and press candidate. And so is the Punisher book. So some fun books, I thought. And so is the Silver Banshee, if I think this might be a 9.8. And this is just going in that 1946 pile. PC book. Fun stuff. Let me know what you think of the books I got. Are any of them interesting to you, or are you just like a pile of meh? But I thought, yeah, some good books and some good deals. And, you know, that's kind of what I'm shopping for. If I see something at a good deal, you know, that's kind of where I'm at in my collecting right now. So now I have a lot of boxes to, you know, sort through and recycle and throw away stuff and see which couple of mailers that I'm going to reuse. So I'd like to thank you all for stopping by. In the meantime, you can take a look at a couple of my other videos here, including the one where I bought that Batman 423. And this is Jim saying until next time, enjoy your comics.